So I watched this movie called Keily, and it's one of those vertical movies that you see advertised on TikTok with such appealing titles as Fated to My Homeless Billionaire Alpha, Selling My Virginity to the Mafia King, After Being Reborn, I Got Married to My Ex-Boyfriend's Uncle, Dumped by Son, Spoiled by Grandson, Alpha's Fake or Fated Mate, or How to Tame a Silver Fox. By the way, I got a ton of racy ads for that one. It looks insane. And I also saw that those actors are in another movie as different people called Pregnant by My Ex's Professor Dad. Love that they're getting consistent work. This particular vertical film caught my attention because it has a plus-size lead, which is something I haven't seen in this space. Well, and also, this is the clip they advertised with.
Lucas bet me $1,000 he could f you before me.
I watched the whole thing, so you don't have to. Let's talk about it. So Keily starts her first day at a new high school, which in movies like this is usually code for I'm about to get bullied. Her mom's a janitor, which gets her into this very prestigious high school. The mom is very encouraging.
Tits up. First impressions matter.
Then we meet James, the quarterback of the football team. This dude rolls up like a walking, talking comment section.
Maybe skip the dessert every once in a while.
Do you ever shut up?
Do you ever work out?
Hold on, we've got to check one off the list. We're gonna cross off our first item, which is rich hot bully. Because aren't they always? Of course, Keily and James get assigned by the teacher to work together on a short story assignment to talk about a life-changing event. Place your bets in the comments now about what the final story will be. Turns out, Keily is actually cousins with another girl at the school named Addison. Addison introduces her to the squad. We have Sadvi, Lucas, and of course, James. Her janitor mom comes by. Cue I'm poor and ashamed trope, right? Wrong. This is the only time it is brought up that her mom is the janitor, and no one really cares. Lucas, the cool guy number 2, can immediately tell that James is kind of into Keily.
To be honest, I'm kind of surprised. I didn't think she was your type. You know, functioning brain cells and all.
He bets James $1,000 that he can bang Keily before him.
I invite her to watch practice.
Why, so she can watch you ride the bench?
$1,000 says I bag her before you do.
Bag her? What are you, from the 90s or something?
What are you, chicken?
Fat chance, second string.
So it's a bet. First to wins.
I think it's the second string inferiority complex, to be honest. Jealousy is a disease. As the girls watch football practice and talk, we get the lowdown on James's traumas. His dad passed away, his mom's a workaholic, and we already know that he's kind of embarrassed about not being very smart. Cue the football montage! And in a beautifully blunt moment, we get Keily being like, yeah, I do think the football team is hot. And I love that energy. I feel like the entire time, Kaylee's not apologetic about her feelings for anybody. Am I starting to like a vertical movie? Let's keep moving on. In class, Keily and James have another tense moment. You can see they're both doing the I like you, so I'll be sassy kind of thing.
Wait, you don't think this is gonna happen, do you?
Do you like me and you?
Look, I'm not happy about this partnership either, but until you rub the only 2 brain cells that you have together...
Watch your mouth.
Y'all, I fear I'm eating this up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Just because I don't sit here and kiss every teacher's ass all day doesn't make me stupid, all right? Look at me.
Your breath smells good.
What did she just say?
What you just said?
What did I just say?
Cut to the crew eating ice cream, all sweaty in the library. I feel like there's gotta be some kind of missing scene here. James flirts with Keily by dropping ice cream on her leg and then immediately bullying her.
Sorry, Kelly. I know thrift store buys are non-refundable.
Classic male logic. If I insult her, maybe she'll like me.
Non-refundable is a big word for somebody who can barely write a single sentence in class.
Go, Keily.
Good job, Kylie. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Meanwhile, the girls in the squad are secretly gay and are sensually feeding each other cherries behind Kaylee's back while she's getting ready. The cherries thing did kind of come out of nowhere, though. Like, I feel like there's another way we could have revealed that they were secretly a couple. If you're following along, you can check off gay B-plot that no one talks about. Party time! As all teen movie moms are, James's mom is away on the night of the big party after the first football game.
Smart ass.
Dumbass.
Loser.
I think we all know who the real loser is after those interceptions.
I fear this is also how I flirt. Oof. James and Keily head upstairs to have a moment alone.
You're drunk. I kind of like seeing you like this, actually.
Stupid.
Uninhibited.
They start to be like a little vulnerable, but then...
Ooh, what are you doing? You hate me.
No. Hey, stay. Please.
I know what you are. Vampire.
Time to check off this one. Another staple of these vertical movies. Why?
You're rejecting me?
See? You do think you're better than me.
Lucas bet me $1,000 he could you before me.
Oh, time for a man who didn't get what he wants to lash out. Never done before, never before seen. And just to make sure the party goes fully off the rails, Lucas kisses Keily immediately after. Romance, drama. Back to the lesbian B-plot, Keily finds them at the party, but then pretends she didn't. She's like, they're not ready for me to know. I don't need to know. She's just kind of like, I saw nothing, but we gotta go. Back at school, she asks Lucas if they're becoming a thing, and he's like, nah, but you're hot though.
I like you a lot, and I find you incredibly sexy, and I want to be with you in every way.
And then he claims her when James walks by.
Do you want to come to the game tomorrow night? As my girlfriend?
Your girlfriend.
What do you say?
I'll be there.
In the locker room, Lucas announces that Keily is practically begging to sleep with him, which obviously is a lie. So James says, hey man, that's not cool. That's honestly really disrespectful to manipulate a girl like that for selfish gain. I think you should call off the bet thing and leave her alone. Just kidding. So James punches him, and Lucas retaliates by breaking James's arm. That's some pent-up rage. That is like... that Lucas kid's got something else going on. We never really figure out what it is besides being second string and being pouty about it, but something's going on with that guy. He should be put on some kind of list. Keily
It's Keily.
overhears some guys talking about the whole thing and finally finds out the truth.
I knew he liked her, but I didn't think he liked her enough to throw away his fucking senior season. You know, skin off my back. I'm gonna be $1,000 and a QB1 spot richer.
You can knock another one off the list if you're following along at home. The girls console her, and we also finally get the scene of them coming out to Keily as a couple.
We have to, confess something too.
I already know.
What?
Party. I saw you guys.
We also get this line.
But the point is, everyone deserves love. You just have to be brave enough to reach out and take it.
Okay, Hallmark. Okay, inspirational Tumblr quote. James, now sidelined with a broken arm, finally has a vulnerable moment with Keily in class.
I know you were telling me the truth about him, and I'm sorry I didn't believe you.
I'm sorry. You deserve way better.
James tracks down Kaylee's mom to get her home address so that he can meet up with her one final time to work on their assignment. And she just gives it to him. He could be a serial killer. Up in her room, James takes out his piece of paper and reads to her the short story for their class project. And it's just their entire relationship story, like a spark notes of their trauma. But here's the kicker.
To hide his feelings, Jimmy made fun of her. And all that he meant was the opposite.
Who would have thought? What a surprise. Forget 100 men versus a gorilla. How about 100 men versus clear communication, okay? How about 100 men versus just telling a woman you like her? He says he always thought that she was beautiful and intelligent and smart. Yes, he says both intelligent and smart in the same sentence. But the apology is actually kind of sweet, so yeah, they kiss. Let's go.
Vampire.
In the final closing scene of the movie, James passes Keily a note asking her to go with him to homecoming. It's a little yes-no circle on the paper. It's very sweet. And then he sends her another note asking her if she loves him. Huh? And she follows up and says that yes, she does love him. How much time has passed? Homecoming is usually in the fall. You've known this man like a month or two, and that's literally the end of the movie. There are so many loose ends that we just never talk about again. We just fade to black. No football scholarship update, no absent mom reconciliation, no Yale acceptance updates, no final grade on the project. There's just so many things that are never addressed. And for what? I fear to also tell you that this movie was inspired by a book called Keily, Crushing on My Bully. It's a little on the nose. Oh, and one more thing.
Lucas bet me $1,000 he could you before me.
You don't really think this is gonna happen?
No, you're not seeing double. They remade the movie, except it's longer and there's more fleshed out characters and some spicier scenes. I think there's some kind of app on like Roku TVs where you can watch Keily Homecoming Dweeb in horizontal mode. It's kind of starting to develop this Keily-verse and I'm a little scared about it. Listen, I wanted to make fun of this even more, but you know what? This might actually be the best vertical movie I've seen. No kidnappings, no mafia daddies. The plus-size character was treated with dignity and respect. That's basically unheard of in all of cinema. I mean, James does bully her, but it's because he likes her. Oh gosh, I'm getting trapped in the toxic cycle myself. James's hesitation to date her had nothing to do with not wanting to be seen with her, about how she looked. He says himself that he thinks she's beautiful. His issues and hesitation with dating had everything to do with his own insecurities and nothing to do with her. And that's refreshing to see in a movie. This is the first video I've made in this style and I had a lot of fun doing it. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching and I hope you have a great day.
Tits up.